Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. On this channel I speak about perfumes, so if this is something that you're interested in, then please subscribe. Today I would love to review the new release by Narcotica that's called Love Me Latte. And also, by the way, if I start screaming, then don't be afraid. I just saw a spider on my camera, but I decided to start filming anyway, hoping that it will go away. And now I can see it. I don't know where it is. And I'm afraid that it's somewhere on me, but I really hope that not. I mean, I'm not very afraid of spiders, but I prefer not to have them on me. So yes, let's get to the review. Love Me Latte is a very anticipated release by Narcotica, and Narcotica is a really popular perfume house for gourmands. Not almost, but I think all of their perfumes are gourmand perfumes, and they are like one of the favorite brands amongst the gourmand lovers. And this release was really highly anticipated because the notes just sounded super delicious, like latte in a perfume. Please sign me up. I think all of us coffee lovers and gourmand lovers and like perfume lovers were super excited for it. And I decided to get 5 ml decant from Scentsplit because I think it's better. Like, I was pretty sure that I will like this fragrance enough to use up the 5 ml, and I decided not to waste money on the little dabber from Lucky Scent because it's like a very small amount. Like, when I'm not sure about the perfume at all, I get the dabber because it's like only $5. But if I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna like the perfume, I get the 5 ml or at least 2 ml, so I get enough aware of it and enough kind of exposure to the perfume to kind of see if I like it or not. So I have received it a couple days ago and I have worn it since then, and I'm ready to give you my opinion. And Love Me Latte is a very warm and comforting gourmand scent. So with the first spritz, I get like notes of pear and coconut milk. It's lactonic, very lactonic upon the opening. Maybe I smell like a slight hint of cherry, but it's so subtle that it's barely there. Upon the first spray, it smells like very sweet frappuccino from Starbucks, like, you know, the one where like there's barely any coffee and the rest is just sweet stuff. So that's what it smells like in the opening. And as it starts to dry down, I smell like a subtle hint of coffee. Like, there is a coffee note and I can smell it, but it's very subtle, and it's not like a dark coffee. It's again this kind of like latte type of note, you know, like a frappuccino, latte, cappuccino, like very milky, creamy and lactonic note of coffee, not anything dark and roasted. I really like the addition of coffee note in this scent because otherwise I think it would be overly sweet and overly glowing. Coffee note kind of balances out this perfume because there are a ton of sweet notes, and if there was no note to balance it out, it would be too sweet, I think. So I think it's a really good decision to add a coffee note here. I actually have very weird relationships with the lactonic perfumes. I usually don't like lactonic perfumes. They smell sour and like spoiled milk on me. So I don't love really popular lactonic perfumes. For example, I hate Italica by Xerjoff. I do not like Sugar Kisses, like Rose del Sur. I know a lot of people love those scents, and there's nothing wrong with them. They just don't work for me. I think lactonic notes are very hit or miss on me, and this is one of the perfumes where lactonic note didn't go bad on me. So I'm very happy about that. And also, I feel like lactonic notes are most prominent in the opening, but as it starts to dry down, the lactonic notes kind of go away and it becomes more of like a creamy vanilla with brown sugar and caramel and rest of the like caramelized kind of notes, and it becomes way less lactonic. So if you're also not sure about the lactonic notes, then I suggest that you still give it a shot, but do not blind buy it because, you know, like if lactonic notes don't always work for you, I feel like it's not worth the risk. I think that this scent feels both luxurious and comforting because like there's this coffee note with sweetness and it doesn't go into like completely sweet direction like Bianco Latte, for example, but it does still feel very warm and very comforting. And I would say that this is like a casual type of scent. I don't really see it as like a date night or like a work type of fragrance. It's very comforting, it's very easygoing, it's very kind of playful. So I think it's best worn in a casual setting, maybe if you're lounging at home, maybe if you're going to a coffee shop, maybe you're hanging out with friends, you know, somewhere in a casual setting. This one is really good. And I think the ideal season for this scent would be fall and winter, of course, because it is very sweet. It's also lactonic, and all the notes kind of scream fall and winter to me. It's not I don't think it's super appropriate for spring and summer, just because I think it can be overly sweet and cloying in the warm weather. Overall, I would say that this is like a delightful, sweet fragrance for the gourmand lovers and for the lovers of coffee, for the lovers of like some sweet type of coffees, you know, frappuccino, lattes, etc. And if you know that you enjoy this type of smell, then I think give it a shot, because I haven't tried many fragrances like that. And also, I think that overall, like if you are a gourmand lover, then you might like this one, just because it's something new and unique to the market that doesn't smell like the rest of the gourmand fragrances. Speaking of longevity and sillage, I would say that longevity is pretty good. It lasts about 6 to 7 hours on me, and I'm not an oversprayer. I spray like 2-3 times, and it's enough for me because I don't want to offend people around me, and I don't want to induce like a headache for myself, because I'm very prone to headaches. So longevity is good. The projection, I would say, is good for about a couple hours, but then it kind of becomes more of a skin scent, which I don't mind it, but for those who do, I think you might find that it's not very projecting. But I think just the nature of the notes kind of tell you that it's not going to be very loud fragrance, because all these notes, they tend to sit closer to the skin, like vanilla and sugar and amber. They all sit closer to the skin, they don't project super far. So be also like it's a fresh scent, it's fully released, and also it's been decanted, and also it was traveling to me. So I'm sure that the longevity and projection will improve with time as the fragrance just kind of sits, you know, and macerates. So we'll see how it goes. I will probably speak about this fragrance again in my future videos, but I really wanted to get my review to you guys in a timely manner, because I know probably a lot of people are curious about the scent, and I really wanted you to know my opinion, and maybe my opinion would help you to decide whether you want to sample it or not, or maybe you want to get the full bottle. It's all up to you, but I think you know what I think about getting full bottles. Like, I don't need a lot of full bottles, because like we fragrance lovers love trying different perfumes, and there's no way one person can use like 50, 100 perfume bottles in their lifetime. There's just no way, especially if you're constantly buying new ones and trying new ones. So I'm satisfied with decants, and I think it's a lot less wasteful, both like in terms of resources and also monetarily. So yes, that was my review, and I really hope that it was helpful for you, and I hope that you liked it. And if you did, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I see you in the next video. Bye!